Together is what happens when codependency gets Cronenberged. It's a breakup movie, it's a body horror movie, it's a kind of a rom-com. Codependency is the film's thematic low-hanging fruit, and we're beaten over the head with it at every turn. Together centers on a screwed-up couple who have clearly become bad for each other, and everybody knows it but them. So, of course, these miserable millennials stumble into a supernatural force that compels them to literally merge together into one flesh. The irony is delicious that they've spent their whole relationship gradually drawing together into codependency, only to spend the last few days of it trying to break apart. It's a darkly funny movie in an understated kind of way. There are little moments in the midst of gruesome body horror that are genuinely funny, where Alison Brie's character is trying to open a bottle of Valium. Babe, it's called diazepam now. While her other hand is physically fused into Dave Franco's flesh. She's mid-panic, fighting for her life, really wanting to pop a benzo. The benzos are also a plot device, but it's a bit on the nose, a bit schlocky, but also bleakly funny, because their on-screen chemistry just sells the whole thing. Together stars Alison Brie and the non-creepy Franco brother. Franco plays Tim, a guy who's basically a haunted house with a man trapped inside. Alison Brie nails that brittle, I'm fine energy that only people who are truly not fine radiate. Their chemistry, from the banter to the badgering, is on point and intimate, probably because they're married in real life and just have that kind of rapport with each other. Intimate and toxic, but in a really good way. Stylistically, the film oscillates between indie couplecore with all the soft lighting and the muted color palettes, with full-blown Lovecraftian, Gigeresque, Cronenbergian body horror, with elements of like the Alien movie franchises, with the design of the cave and the physics of a body gone awry, with where skin behaves more like liquid than flesh, where bones snap and shift, and bodies contort in agony as the couples struggle to resist the irresistible. There is a love scene in Together where one person gets stuck inside another person in a way that I cannot describe on YouTube. So I'm just gonna play this clip from Fantastic Four to show why every man in the audience groaned out loud and crossed their legs simultaneously. So I was getting a lot of Midsummer vibes from Together. I think that's just because of the toxic couple dynamic, the cult dynamic, the pathos of expressed emotion, I guess. Both films center emotionally fragile couples, damaged by grief, stuck in toxic patterns and quietly circling the drain. And in both movies, the female half of the couple is lured into the cult by an undercover cult member who love bombs them at their lowest point, grooming her for eventual initiation. Both stories feature women who feel unseen and unfulfilled in their relationships. And then, of course, come the endings. In Midsummer, Danny chooses to sacrifice her boyfriend Christian and watches him burn alive in a bear suit, and smiles as she joins the Harga cult. In Together, Tim and Millie eventually do merge and are killed in the process. They are reborn as a new being who, chillingly, joins the cult as well. And we know this because we see the cult bell hanging in front of their door at the end of the movie. An implicit acceptance of the cult's ideology. Both Danny and Tilly, the portmanteau of Tim and Millie, find peace at the end of their story. One through the embrace of a cult that offers community and belonging, and the other through a grotesque physical fusion in pursuit of the perfect unity, the platonic ideal of Together. And both films have the balls to frame these endings as neutral to, okay, at least they're happy. If you've ever stayed in a relationship for far too long just because breaking up would feel like an amputation, have I got the movie for you. If I had to rate it, I would give it an 8 out of 10. It's uncomfortably honest, viscerally weird, kind of beautiful in its own demented way, and it has that ambiguous ending that I can't get enough of. So thanks for watching. I'm Goblinsberg, and I'll see you in the next one.